Guardiola had a discussion with Cole Palmer that you can stay because Mahrez is leaving. Cole Palmer say no, I want to leave. Then Pep say, okay, are you sure? Because Mahrez is leaving, your chance will come. Then this Cole Palmer say no, I want to leave. Then the only 2 words he say, okay, leave.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Football Kaki. I am your host Elton and I am joined by my Kaki bro Paul. Paul, how you doing?
Alright, brother, I'm good. Let's go. Let's see you.
You still repping the El Nasser shirt?
Always, brother. Top scorer, brother. Hey, I want to say something. If everyone says the Saudi League is so good, so easy to play, right? Then how come the rest of the players like Benzema, Neymar, Firmino, Saint Maximin all not performing? Why is there only one person that is performing?
Because, bro, I must say this, right? Like, if you're comparing players past their prime to their prime and when they're all playing at the same time, Ronaldo is still the best of all of them.
Ronaldo is way past his prime, bro.
Correct. But the thing is that you must understand, right? Like, players like Benzema. Okay, so let's say, for example, Kante. I think Kante's legs are gone. So that one is simple, right? But if you're talking about, like, let's say Benzema and Firmino, right? Benzema, I have this thing about Benzema, right? Where he's a world-class striker, don't get me wrong. I admit that, right? But he needs people to create for him. Or he needs to be surrounded by players that is able to help him create. Ronaldo was always the one that was doing that for Benzema. Or Ronaldo, if let's say Ronaldo wasn't doing that, Ronaldo could do everything himself.
Yeah, I'm just saying lah. It's just that like when you see, look at Messi now at MLS, he had a good 1-2 months. And now he completely fall off.
First of all, right, let me drink coffee first before I say my next thing. Messi, right, had this problem at PSG. So,
bro,
he already fell off for about 2 years
Mbappe,
already.
no Neymar to help him, no.
Correct, but the thing is, you must see, right, like who he's surrounded by. I know I'm gonna get Messi hate for this, right, but I've always been absolutely stunned to the fact that although yes, Messi is the GOAT, right? To me, he's not comparable to Ronaldo in terms of skill set or individual capability.
Yes,
right?
of course.
So the thing is that Messi, in terms of accolades and everything that he's accomplished, right? He's the GOAT because he's done everything, he's won everything. I cannot deny that already, right? But in terms of pure football technical ability and power, right? And utter like domination in a sense where like, okay, you make me angry, I'm gonna absolutely destroy you, right? Ronaldo is king. That's fact. He's the one guy you don't want to make angry.
That's right.
So if you're asking me why, honestly, Ronaldo's always had that trait of like, I can do it by myself.
Yeah, he didn't grow up. He didn't grow up in a team where with Ronaldinho and Eto'o.
I think different background, different circumstances, like bro. United players kicked the crap out of him when he came in.
Yep. That's totally true. That's why when you ask me why I'm still rocking this, always, bro. Respect.
Oh. You're different. You're different from me, lah, bro. But we are here on the Kaki, and we are gonna do our weekly roundup. So, bro, you ready?
Let's go, brother.
All right. So here on the Football Kaki with our weekly EPL roundup before the international break. The first game we are going to talk about was the game that ended the entire weekend. It is, of course, Chelsea versus Manchester City, with the final score being 4-4 and a penalty from Cole Palmer in the dying minutes of the game of stoppage time essentially gave Chelsea a point, which was, I feel, well-deserved.
Yep.
But, bro, in our other things, right, like our football match recap of the week, right, I lost lah.
That's right, man. All I do is win. No matter.
Shut up. Never mind. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that later, right? So essentially, for everybody, right? Paul predicted it to be 3-1. I predicted it to be 3-0. But because of the goal conceded, I am out of this. Paul gets the 1 point because he conceded 3-1, and the one closest to the one of the scoreline, which is essentially 3-1, right? Even though the final score was 4-4. Paul gets it by proxy. So, yes, in our Football Kaki match of the week standoff, Paul has 1 point, I have 0. All right, so moving on to this particular game. Okay, so let's talk about the penalty. The one that Cole Palmer converted to actually give Chelsea the point, right? Bocha did a very smart thing, bro.
Penalty,
like super smart. It's clear-cut penalty, right? But it was the smartest thing because, like, I was watching that whole incident happen, right? And the commentator said something very smart. if Boja had shot the ball, right, Diaz would have blocked it. But because he put it on his leg and he didn't move, he just maneuvered, right, Diaz totally slipped past the ball, right, and then clobber right into his leg.
Yeah.
Essentially giving the penalty lah. So
I mean, that's the beauty of substitutions, right?
Yes.
When you are fresh, as compared to like Diaz has played the whole 90 minutes, right?
Correct.
His first instinct is that this guy is confirmed going to shoot. So his first instinct is to slide lah, and then in a way he get faked by the Broja.
Yep.
Yeah. So he took a touch to turn in to face the goal, but then gets completely battered by Ruben.
Correct.
Diaz.
Plus also the fact that it's raining, right, and it was raining very heavily, right? The ground is slippery. Confirm the momentum is going to take Diaz through.
Yep.
So either way, no matter how you look at it, right, it's a clear-cut penalty. Yeah. Palmer keeps his composure, puts it past Ederson for a 4-4 final score to be essentially keep Chelsea in the talking conversation and also show that they're actually capable of doing stuff against the big teams lah. The problem, like Paul said previously, was the small teams. But I want to bring this up, right? And I do think let's talk about this whole the game as a whole and the certain performance. Like I had it here that Ederson wasn't good in this game.
Okay. Prior to the goal where he conceded by Nicholas Jackson, right? He was actually injured, so he was receiving treatment. So once the referee flagged him back in, right?
Yep.
Within 30 seconds, right, that thing happened. So imagine like you still haven't shake off whatever injury you have.
Yep.
And then this Conor Gallagher takes a shot at you, right? So your first instinct is to just make sure I don't don't let it go past me. So I just carry the ball.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's also a bit it's quite rare to see how come Man City to concede this kind of chance. How did this Conor Gallagher get a clear shot on goal, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was quite
no,
bad.
But I mean, like, if let's say you look at the game as a whole, so let's say, for example, let's look at the first few goals. So Cucurella makes a mistake. He gives Haaland the penalty. I will talk about that later because Cucurella is at fault for 2 goals. He's all over Haaland. Essentially, Haaland goes to ground. Chelsea,
it was the initial stage where he started to pull the shirt.
Correct. So
he
even
should have let go at some point. Yeah.
Correct. So even before the ball went in, he's already pulling and grabbing Haaland already. So by the time that the ball comes in already, right, all Haaland has to do is just basically have the momentum falls over. Cucurella's grabbing him, right? It's a clear-cut penalty. Haaland converts the penalty, City go up 1-0. From there, this goal, right, the first goal, the equalizer, right, is why I feel like Ederson didn't have a good game. Because that header from Thiago Silva, right, was savable.
No, but you must see who was checking. Nobody was checking him.
Correct. So the thing is that
if you give a free header to a defender, I think you cannot put the blame on the goalkeeper lah.
No, but bro, the thing is
it was a free header, ma.
It's a free header, yes. But the thing is that the goalkeeper, he's in line with the shot. Like Ederson has a clear view. Like if you look at the replay, Ederson has a clear view.
Yeah,
so if he has a clear,
it's the defender fault rather than the keeper's fault.
Okay, he has a clear view, yes, but then he also reaches it, right? He doesn't get there in time. So by the time he doesn't get there, right, the ball rolls past him. It's not like a great header or anything like that, right? Like compared to the one.
Thiago Silva did what he could, ma. Yeah, I still feel okay, yes, maybe he could have done better, but I feel that it's the defender's fault.
No, okay. If a defender loses the attacker, right, no matter what, that's his fault. That's clear. But the thing is that regardless of it, right, what does Roy Keane always say about a goalkeeper? Your job is to keep the ball out of the net. Yeah,
but I say not like he didn't want to keep
I know,
it out.
But the thing is that was savable. To me, that is savable.
A lot of shots are savable, lah. Yeah, but you say it's raining and all this, so maybe
bro, it wasn't raining at that point. What? It was dry.
But I would say it's a good goal.
I mean, it's
like,
a corner.
Even if a keeper don't save that, I would not blame the keeper. You get what I mean?
That's true. That's true. But I still feel that if that were to happen to Onana, right, he automatically gets questioned, lah. So I will just say that's what's going to happen, right? It's a similar situation. I've always had my gripes about Ederson. I always think he's error prone, but
you just don't like him.
I don't know. I will say, right, even though I think Alisson's better, 100% to me.
Yeah, definitely. That's why he starts for Brazil.
Correct. So, and I think Ederson is not as good as people think he is. That's why
he's just playing in a team that suits that Pep manages to find his strength, lah. You know.
Yeah, lah. But also, Man City has a good defense. If you were to put him in a team where there's not a good defense, a lot of the stuff he does, he cannot get away with it.
Yeah, also, I think it's quite fair to say that he's not a great goalkeeper, but he's still very functional.
Yeah.
Yep. And Pep plays him to his style, lah. Not to be like a world class goalkeeper like maybe Buffon or something, you know.
No, lah, but
His purpose is more of the distribution of ball, all this.
okay, I would say his ball distribution is world class, 100%. But this is that as a goalkeeper, right? My whole thing is that your primary function is to keep the ball in it.
Yeah, but Pep rather forsake the world class goalkeeperness to play his way, ma.
Fair, but
Yeah.
never mind lah. I'll keep it at that. Otherwise, you're gonna go on and on. Okay, so that's what happened. That's the first one. Then after that, Chelsea take the lead with a nice goal. I think Raheem Sterling was in the right position, right time, easy tap in. This one is just bad defending by City.
The Guardiola let him run. He let the right back run, right?
Yeah, they let City run. They let Chelsea run. The ball's thing is a wide open. It's a pass. It's a tap in. It's a FIFA goal. I mean, simple goal conversion should be there. Open net shouldn't be a problem. Moving forward, I think after that the game was pretty much balanced, right? And then after that, Akanji scores the equalizer, right? Same problem as the Thiago Silva goal. Chelsea left the defender wide open. It's an open header, bro. It's like
it was
free.
A very open game, especially the first half.
Yeah, it's free. It's like you want to put Akanji there, right? Then I can move the defender like to the wide areas on tactics, right? Then Akanji gets an open header. Like it's free reign. Chelsea had defensive problems. I would say.
But all these chances were taken by both teams, so it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, lah. So I think that one is pretty simple. Then after that, of course, it goes over to the second half, and then Marc Cucurella does the exact same mistake that Man City did. Lets the player run square.
He should have been sent off, lah, bro.
Who?
There was a tactical foul that he did that the referee didn't even bother. He should have been sent off, honestly.
Okay, what exactly happened? Can you just state it for everybody inside?
It's like, how you lose the ball at the side, like maybe in the middle of the field, right?
Yep.
Like how everyone's, let's say the left side, right? Then the left back makes a pass to the midfielder.
Yep.
So the midfielder started running towards he collects the ball from the left back.
Yep.
So this Cucurella tripped him. It's like a blatant yellow in any game. It was just that he was already on a yellow card. Bro, if he didn't have a yellow card, right, he would have gotten a yellow.
Correct.
1000%.
But I think maybe the referee just let it go.
I don't know, bro. It was very contentious, lah. But then, okay, lah. In the magnitude of this game, he tried to let it flow as much, maybe.
I would rather, I think that the referee, right, because of the current talking points that are surrounding this whole thing, right, they would rather not have any controversy. Honestly.
But that is a controversy itself.
It's a controversy. It's a controversy itself, right? But the thing is that it's like
they can do without this controversy.
Yes, they can do without this controversy. If it's a minor controversy, I think they can do without it, because at the end of the day, right, he was essentially saved by the penalty award at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that one would have been a bigger controversy if he didn't award that particular penalty at the end.
But if you've seen after the final whistle blew, this Pochettino went after the referee, bro. Apparently, Sterling got tackled by one of the midfielders, and there was no foul, and they almost conceded from that, like towards the dying ends of the game, lah. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
But nevertheless, we did our predictions quite well when we said that if Chelsea played well against Spurs, they will have momentum coming into this game.
That one is 100%, because it's a team that they're relatively young. They also rely on a lot of confidence to get going. So if you can do well against the leaders, I think they are confident enough that they could actually do well. They were confident enough that they could actually do well against Man City, which actually did happen, because for most of this particular game, right, they did take their chances. They did have momentum,
Bro, 8 goals in 2 games.
Yep.
Nicholas Jackson 4 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, but this goal was a bit. Never mind. Okay, so Haaland scores.
I mean, it's a striker's thing, right? Instinct.
Correct. It's a hard thing.
Out the pieces.
Haaland scores, and then after that, we are back to the incident which we talked about earlier. Right? Gallagher shoots the ball in the later half of the game. Edison saves, parries it straight to Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson has a tap in. It's 3-3. I think that in terms of this, right, like striker's instinct, I always feel like, I think you also agree, right? Strikers are paid not to score fantastic goals; they're paid to score.
It doesn't matter how you score, bro. Doesn't
matter how you score. Yeah. As long as the ball ends up in the net, off your foot, off your head, or whichever body part, as long as not the hand, it's a goal, it's okay. As long as at the end of the season, right, you get your 20 goals, right, I think everybody's happy with you, So Nicholas Jackson, Nicholas Jackson did his job. Going towards the end of the game, Rodri scores the luckiest goal ever.
It's becoming a situation with him where he already scored 4 goals this season,
Yeah.
As a CDM.
I know. And all of his goals are screamers.
Except this one.
Except this one. This one was a fluke.
This one is a stroke of luck. Yeah,
Bro,
but
this one
it was in that moment is what they needed, I feel.
Correct. So, and the thing is that the timing of it is like 86 minute, 4-3.
More or less,
you would think like
done
more or
already,
less you would think like, oh, you're secure already lah. Bro, that deflection was wicked, yeah. Wow. It's like it reminds me of like the one I can think of, right, was remember Rio Ferdinand against Portsmouth?
Yeah.
The one like the ball
shoot off his chest, then
shoot off his back, right? Then the ball just loop up over Van der Sar, then go into the goal.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that you cannot predict. I mean, like it's a very heavily deflected goal. So they do that, and then 10 minutes later, Chelsea do what they need to do. Pochettino does what he needs to, and then they get the penalty lah. So overall, like, bro, like, were you happy with this game as a neutral?
Bro, it was a super tense game, man. It was nice. And because number one, it had like 8 goals, right? So it's to any football fan, it's a nice thing to see.
Yeah, correct.
And then it was like Chelsea take the lead. Man City take the lead, equalize. Then Chelsea take the lead, then City equalize. Then City take the lead again. Then so many controversy. But I gotta say, this Cole Palmer is apparently, I think a lot of City fans hate him now.
Why?
They call him traitor. Did you see Pep's statements about him before the game? So apparently, when Guardiola had a discussion with Cole Palmer that you can stay because Mahrez is leaving.
Yep.
Then Cole Palmer say, no, I want to leave. Then Pep say, okay, are you sure? Because Mahrez is leaving, your chance will come. Then this Cole Palmer say, no, I want to leave. Then the only 2 words he say, okay, leave. But he said he wish him well and all that. He's a good guy. Yeah, but I think that it's a good move for him.
No, it's better because I feel that if he were to stay at City, right, I mean,
yes, he will play, but he'll be very highly rotational player.
Correct. Then plus also with the way that Doku turned out for them, right, I think it's a good trade-off also. And the thing is that at City, he's going to be one of many. At Chelsea, he's going to be the star.
Or he can still contribute in a very vital way, like now. Yep.
Correct. So he's going to be one of the main guys at Chelsea under Pochettino if this turns out well for him long term. But at City, he's just going to be one of the fellas because, I mean, like, you're talking about, you got Haaland, Foden, Grealish,
Doku. I mean, just talking about players in his position, right? It's Doku and Foden, right?
Correct. Yeah. So for him, Cole Palmer, he did the right move. I feel like going to Chelsea actually guarantees him, 1 is a starting spot, 2 is heavy contribution, 3 is that if, let's say, he does perform well, and he's going to be the base of the team that Pochettino probably could build off of lah.
Yep.
With Nkunku and the rest of the squad lah. So I feel like it's a good decision for him. And the fact that they are giving like young players like Conor Gallagher the armband, right, means that Pochettino is going to go young. And he's going to look at it. So it means that this team is going to develop. I think Chelsea in the long term, right? I don't know about you, right? What you think?
Bro, if
this is something they're going to build off of.
Yeah, if you see the way they play yesterday and against Spurs, right? There's no way you think that they are like below top 7.
No way, 0.
Yeah. And it's like, it's really quite insane. And you see the way they play against Arsenal and now you see against Man City. Bro, I think they are easily a top 5 teams. Yeah.
Correct. Correct. So
it's just that maybe they started badly, and I don't know why they always choke against smaller teams.
No, bro.
Maybe the bigger the scale of the game, right? Then the more focused your preparation can be. As compared to when you play a smaller team, you don't know where to look at.
I think that it's always the case where it's like tactical wise, right? It's easier to play against bigger teams because they have a certain style of play. There's a certain thing that you can prepare for. Like everybody,
and it's easier if you're the underdog.
Yes, correct.
Because you have nothing to lose, right?
Correct. Yeah. But the thing is that if you're playing against like the smaller teams, right, like anything can go wrong. And the expectation is that you're expected to control the game.
And win, right? Yeah.
And win, right? Versus if, let's say, you are playing against City or Liverpool, right? You are the underdog. You're not supposed to have control of this game. So I would think that it's easier to prepare for containment rather than to be the one that's trying to attack. Whereas like smaller teams also, they got nothing to lose, man.
So that's why they just low block all the way. Right?
They just low block all the way. So essentially, right, what this happens is that this puts Chelsea back into 10th, and they have like 4-4-4. So they have 4 wins, 4 draw, 4 loss with this one. City could have actually extended their lead at the top of the table so they could have been ahead by 3 one full game. But then now, with their next game being Liverpool and Liverpool winning, essentially it puts them only 1 point ahead.
Yeah. So this game was supposed to be their buffer lah.
This game was supposed to be the buffer.
So if they had won this game and lost the next game, it would be the same, right?
Correct. So essentially what happens is that I think let's just talk about Liverpool first before we go to the Wolves and Spurs one. So what this does, right, is that because City drew, they only got the 1 point instead of the full 3. So City maximum total would have been 30, right? But instead, because they drew, they only have 28. Liverpool beating Brentford and beating them comfortably 3-0 essentially puts Liverpool in second, right, at 27 points.
Ahead of Arsenal, right?
Ahead of Arsenal on goal difference, right, and 1 point ahead of and 1 point behind Man City.
Yeah, so it's really quite tight. I didn't know the next game was against.
Yeah, which is interesting, right? So the thing, so the thing is, let's talk about Liverpool and versus Brentford, right? I think Liverpool they look good, they look comfortable, right? It could have been more than 3-0 because Nunes got 2 goals disallowed because of offside.
Yeah, but those were offside lah. I watched the game also.
And
also, Brentford, I wouldn't say they deserve to win or draw. It's just that they had chances that they didn't convert. Yeah, especially this Wisa and Mbeumo.
No, bro, there was one. I think I can't remember who was it. Right? Was it the one that was the 1-on-1?
Yeah, and the Wisa, I think.
Yeah, the 1-on-1, right? Then
Mbeumo, sorry.
I think so, right? So it was the 1-on-1, right? Then he made a very easy save. It's like, bro, ship the goalkeeper off or go to the left, shift it over. You 1-on-1, you have an advantage. I always feel that if you're an attacker, right, and you're 1-on-1 in a situation, right, you always have an advantage over the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
because you are the one dictating the whole thing, ma.
Yep.
So it's like the goalkeeper made the first move, lah. But I mean, they wasted it, and then Liverpool went to rock their world.
Yeah, Salah's first goal, damn nice.
Bro, the build-up play to that, right, and Nunes awareness, right. I find that like Nunes, if he doesn't score, okay, but if he provides for the others, right, is good.
Yeah, it's like how Salah turned provider now, then scorer, you know.
Correct. But Nunes is showing that he can do like kind of like Firmino's role a bit in a sense, where he's like creating the opportunities for Salah, right? And Salah's recent goals have come when Nunes is somewhat involved also, lah. But the pass that slick are very, very simple, right? It's basic football, bro.
Striker, and easy on the eye,
And easy on the eye. Striker back to goal, right? Looks around, sees the 1-2, sees the winger 1-2 push over to your winger. Winger has a 1-on-1 chance goal, simple goal. I mean, nothing else to say, lah.
Nothing too complicating about that, right?
No. I think it's good. Then also, Salah's second goal was just bad defending.
Yeah,
bro, he's wide open. Like he had all the time in the world to just look at the ball, header the ball.
Yeah,
make sure it goes in.
Time stood still for him, right?
Then correct, bro. It's just like that. Then the hair flopping around everything. Yeah. It's like the easiest goal in the world for him to score, bro. It's like nothing, right? But bro, third goal, Jota. Whoo.
Yeah, he did like he cut in from the left and then he just it's an out-serving ball to the
correct, bro. That was a brilliant goal, bro. Like I mean, Liverpool needed this win. They needed this, I think, like to be able to put themselves back into title contention because a lot of things, right, everything's flowing under the radar, ma. Then plus with the outcome of what happened right with Spurs, right, this benefits only them only, lah.
Yeah,
correct.
So Spurs like in one game they went from top to like fourth, right? Just for that one lose game.
No, they were second, lah. They went second to fourth. City was
they lost to City, right? They lost to Chelsea.
They lost to Chelsea. They had 26 going into the weekend. Now they are at 26. Then Man City had 27, but City drew. So they had one more point extra.
And Arsenal they all catch up.
And Arsenal caught up, right? So because of this, I think Liverpool get the momentum, right, going into this game now. Because honestly, right, like a 3-0 victory routine, right, and everybody knows lah, Liverpool versus Man City is always intense.
Yeah, you can flip a coin, see how it turns out.
It can really go either way, one, especially in this particular situation. So yeah, we'll talk about that. And again,
we wait for the next one. Yeah,
we wait for the next one. We won't do the prediction for that one today, bro, because this week is international break. So we'll save that for another time. With that, Liverpool go to second, right? But the shocker of the weekend, I think, is Spurs fumbled it, bro. Like big time, bro. Like they scored very, very early in the game.
Yeah, with the
Brennan Johnson, Johnson.
No, Brennan Johnson. Yeah,
Brennan Johnson. Correct. So they scored very early in the game with a goal from Brennan Johnson. Right, that was a very nice goal. I will admit. That was a very, very nice goal. Very, very good football. 3 minutes, Wolves couldn't get the ball. Build up. Square, goal up. But the problem, right, with this thing, right, is that when you score too early, right, you got to score again, or that momentum all gone already.
Yeah, or you control.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, like utterly control the game.
Which, honestly, right, bro, like that didn't happen. I think
until the end,
until the end, but if you really looked at it, right, like Wolves have more chances, right? Like Wolves have 17 shots compared to Spurs 6. They have 4 on target, compared to Spurs like 2 . And honestly, right, like they were wasteful with their chances. Like Cunha had a nice one that he totally missed the goal. So Lamina had a one shot that Vicario saved quite well. Kwang Hee Chan had a deflected shot that was clear. He totally fumbled it, bro. That was just bad, man.
My FPL team, eh.
He good lah, but bro, that one fumble the ball big times, yeah. Maybe because Heung-min Son on the other side.
Yeah.
But that one fumble big times, yeah. Like, honestly, right, if Wolves didn't get something out of this game, right, then I would say that Spurs got lucky, Wolves just were bad.
Yeah.
But because of how they got it, right, and what happened, right, let's talk about the equalizer. Like, Cunha just pushed the ball to him, right? Bro, that Sarabia touch and volley.
It's like a, how do I say? He took the touch to take the ball, speed of the ball off like completely.
Yeah, correct.
And then wait for it to drop a bit, then
bang.
Volley. Yeah.
Like in one moment, like is
in
like
one motion, right?
One motion, bro. It's just like call that thing, right? But you think Vicario could have done better?
It's okay. Honestly, in that kind of moment, right, it's quite hard to save this kind of shot. Like a volley, it's at such close distance, you know.
Correct.
Maybe if he was running 1-on-1, then okay. Like when the ball is not in the air,
Yeah.
Then you should be able to guard your near posts.
Yeah,
and save that hopefully.
I don't disagree because, like, to be honest, right, like you should always save something when it's closer to your near post, right? But in the motion that he actually dealt with that, right, Sarabia, right, and the fluidity in which he just quickly touch, flick, drop, shoot. Like, as a goalkeeper, right, you got that millisecond to react. You can't do anything, right? If the power takes it past you, it just takes it past you because he's very close.
Yeah. So it literally went through him, yeah.
No,
to the side of him, lah.
Correct. It's the type of shot where even if the keeper gets a touch on it, right, it probably just goes past him because there's so much power.
Yeah.
So that was a brilliant goal, right? But bro, the second goal, right, that's Spurs' fault.
Yeah. They give the foul or something, right?
They give the foul. Like from what I recall, right, like Wolves had the ball, then Spurs got it back. Then Spurs, one of the players, right, did a horrible pass forward, right? Then I think one of the Wolves players got it right. Then they just tackled it. Then Spurs, they got a tackle. Spurs made a foul. Then Wolves just threw ball to the right wing, right? Ball to Sarabia. Sarabia looks for Lamina. Lamina plays an inch perfect pass to Lamina. Lamina just
through ball and then just shoot, right?
Shoot, right? Just
like,
gets it on target.
It's like a pass into the net.
No, he just needed to get it on target, man. Then it's a goal. Like that in 6 minutes, right? You had the game won, you lose the game, eh?
Yeah. In your whole world changed like that, just like that.
Your whole world just flipped like that, bro. And like, honest, like, is the defense to blame? Spurs defense?
Yeah, I would think so because you can tell without this Van der Ven immediately, yeah.
Got problem already, right?
Yeah, and then they don't have the stability of possession, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, yep. The whole game they only had they had more of the ball lah. But in terms of like chance creation, all this, Wolves got more. Wolves got like 2.15 goal expected goals. And Spurs is like 0.7.
Correct. And it's easy to say because, like, to be honest, sometimes in a game like this, right, and with the style of football play, right, you don't need possession to create a lot of chances.
Yeah. But you make your chances count lah.
Correct. Because sometimes there can be matches where it's like just dead possession, meaning that you can have the ball, you can control the game of the possession, right, but it doesn't create anything. There'll be games where like you can have less of the ball, right, but you can create a lot of chances, right? And you don't take anything lah. So in a sense where like for this game, my possession doesn't matter. So I mean, Spurs fumbled it. So they lost 2 in a row, right? I don't think they'll finish 12. I think my first prediction is going to be a running joke on the Football Kaki. They finished 12, bro.
It's going to be a funny highlight of the season, bro.
The thing, I think at the end of the season, right, my prediction is we're going to finish 12. But we shall see lah. But Spurs fumbled it. Essentially, they go from 2nd to 4th after Arsenal won. So, I mean, what else can we say lah? Speaking of Arsenal lah, let's move on to the other side of North London lah. Arsenal beat
Burnley
3-0. I don't know how to make of their goals, bro. It's like very random,
Bro, like, the Zinchenko goal nice.
The Zinchenko goal nice, but I just like, huh?
He did a Booker T kick, right?
Yeah. What, he did the scissors kick? The scissors kick.
It's like the Paulo Di Canio goal, right?
Yes, yes.
The extra leg up. Yeah.
That's a nice goal, but the Trossard one is ball bounce, deflect, ball bounce after nice header pass, go straight to Trossard. Trossard just tap in lah. Then
And then
1-0.
he hit the pole, right?
Then he hit the
His
pole.
body hit the pole, yeah.
His body hit the pole. Then the second goal, right? Like Saliba goes straight in front of Trafford, right? Then Trafford didn't even like bother to do anything.
He jumped higher than the goalkeeper, right?
He jumped higher than the goalkeeper, like, then Trafford just went like.
When the keeper has the hands in the air.
Correct. So it's a situation where if you know how to jump in front of the goalkeeper, right, without actually causing obstruction, right, you score a goal, right, that's a goal. Like I thought that was smart, because you're essentially blocking the goalkeeper without actually having any physical contact with the goalkeeper. So you referee cannot call you for a foul.
Yeah, lor.
And which is good, but then the Zinchenko goal happened, right? But I will want to do this before we move on, before we do anything, right? It's like I commend James Trafford for what he did, because he did do well prior to the first goal going in.
Yeah, but either way, I think the unfortunate goal the Zinchenko one, honestly, is quite hard to save.
Yes.
Yeah, but maybe the second one he could have done better. You know?
But the Zinchenko one, I find that like the way the ball fell and the way it landed, right, and where it was going, right, he's rooted to the spot. There's nothing he can do. Even if he dive, right, it's like
he won't reach it. Yeah,
he won't reach it one. So it's
because
like
it's like a
it's a
ball,
drop, it's a up and a dip. It's a dip. Yeah. That was a very nice goal. I think probably maybe my win goal of the week versus the Jota one. The Saliba one was, I mean, you think he could have done better as a goalkeeper, Trafford? Or is it
I just feel like, because there was a lot of people surrounding him.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe in that case he was hoping somebody touch him, or like a foul.
Maybe.
But I think that's the main purpose of why so many people stand near the goalkeeper is to put him off, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and then just so happened this Saliba really jumped super high.
No, but the thing is
him, yeah.
But the thing is that at the time the corner went in, right, like they didn't even move. There was nobody around him. Saliba just went there and just like straight away just went and like just
jump over him, right? Yeah.
Correct. And if you look at it momentum, right, I thought the goalkeeper punched it into his own net. Like it looked at it at real time, right? But when you see the replay, right, you see Saliba jumped up with the header, So he did well. Arsenal win 3-0, right? Putting them into third place, right? With a goal difference of +16, right? One lesser than Liverpool, which is why essentially, right, like they are third, they're not second, because they are goal difference is 16. Liverpool has a goal difference of 17. So that's pretty right. And yeah, so to end off this quickly recap, let's talk about our team. We were together. We watched this game.
I don't know what to say, bro.
Yeah, I'm speechless, bro.
I think it's a very okay. Honestly, it's another performance that is way below average.
Yes.
But do you see Eric Ten Hag's post-match interview?
What do you say? No,
he said this win brings us closer to top 4. Then everybody was so angry about it. I mean, yes, at the table it looks like that, but the way we play and how it totally reflects a total different picture.
Bro, we got 4 wins in 5.
The fact that you have to play Rashford from the left to the right and then to the left again.
And
so what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
And he didn't do anything.
No, what are you trying to say that like after you shift him so many times and he still didn't contribute to a goal? And then in the beginning of the season, it's like, oh, Rashford needs to play in his best position at left wing in order to perform.
Then Garnacho plays better.
Yeah. Bro, in the past, like such thing, if a manager tells you to play anywhere, you better play that position, right?
Yep. I'm speechless. I don't really know what to say, right? And I'm more concerned by the fact, right, that the winning goal came from a defender. In our entire 12 games, right, Marcus Rashford is the only player to have scored from the front three.
And how many?
Only scored 1.
So front three only 1?
1. From the front three. 1 goal in 12 matches from the front three.
Bro, Rodri has 4.
And Garnacho had a chance, didn't score. Højlund had a chance, didn't score. Rashford had a chance, didn't score.
I tell you already, bro. In a way, right, our team has too many wingers that want to cut in and shoot. That's the only problem we have.
Yes.
Nobody is interested in passing the ball.
Which is why I've been saying this for a long time. Eric Ten Hag, please play Pelestri, because you got one winger that will get the ball into the box. The left side winger, he want to shoot wherever, okay, but you get one that can actually put the ball into the box. And
do you remember that moment he was on the right wing and then he was stationary, but he tried to dribble through the guy?
Yeah, then both of us went like this.
I want to
Guys,
know what is his thought process in that moment.
Guys, if we had a video, right, literally when that happened, right, both me and Paul, we were next to each other. Both of us went like this.
Bro, it's honestly amateur football thinking.
Bro,
What makes you think you can go through the guy like he's invisible?
Yep, I agree.
And the best part was like 2 players that were surrounding him, right?
Yes. I don't know, man. Like, to be frank, right, I'm glad the international break came when it came, right? Because this just frustrated me. This made me really upset. Because on paper, we are the most informed team in the Premier League.
Yeah, 4 wins out of 5.
4 wins out of 5. Fair. But we've also lost 5. And we have not won a game by more than a goal.
That's insane, eh?
And we are the only team in the top 10
with a negative goal difference.
And with a negative goal difference is one, right? But with less than 20 goals. The only team.
No, Villa has... Oh, yeah. Bro,
Villa
right,
has 20, Villa has
bro,
26, bro.
We only have 13 goals, eh?
We only have 13 goals, bro. That's how bad we are. Like Aston Villa, right, has the second highest amount of goals right behind Manchester City, eh?
Bro, even Everton and Nottingham Forest got more than us.
Bro, okay. I'm just, before we close this out, right, I don't want to talk about Man United anymore. I'm just going to leave this as food for thought already, right, before we close out this episode. I'm just going to say this, right. The only teams that have scored lesser goals than Manchester United, right, at this moment in time, is Crystal Palace with 12, Bournemouth with 11, Fulham, Luton Town, and Sheffield United with 10, and Burnley with 9.
And I'm pretty sure our attack cost the most.
Yes. So considering the fact that we have that, and this is the situation that we're in, how am I? What is there to say, bro?
I feel right. If I was like, okay, when you play, let's just put this like a food for thought as well. Like when you play a football game, right? Like let's say video game.
Yep.
What is the one easiest thing you should be doing? Scoring goals.
Yes.
Like no, like how I feel that okay, if you don't have a play style, yes, right. You don't forget about the play style first. Just put the ball in the net. Like that's like your best chance of like saving your job.
Correct.
Right. A best chance to get people off, like put pressure off of you, just to score. Just score. Doesn't matter how you score. Just score. You know.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a nice goal. Just score. But why is it so hard?
I don't know, man. Like the
This
goal
what
has
happens when you take your 37-year-old 20 goal a season player out.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. But I mean, to be frank, like, even
Or
if Ronaldo,
the fact that you buy players that are not pure strikers.
Holland is what?
But he has 0 goals in the Premier League.
Yeah, lah.
But funny speaking, he's the top.
The top scorer in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what's going on. I really don't get it, but never mind. We've done enough about Man United, right? So I think it's gonna shape up interestingly, right? Because before we go, let's just read out the situation right now for the top 5, right? So essentially, right? Okay, or you wanna go top 5 or you wanna top 6, right? Just to include Man United for fun.
No, yeah, I think top 5 is more because they are all closer to each other, right?
Okay, correct. So the top 5 from bottom up is basically Aston Villa 5th, 25 points. Spurs in 4th with 26. Arsenal in 3rd with 27. Liverpool in 3rd with 27. Man City in 1st with 28. The top 5 are split by 3 points.
Yeah. So imagine, right, the next game, right? Like, can you imagine if Villa plays first and they win?
Oh, man.
Okay, wait, let me see. The next match, I think is Liverpool and Man City first. Like the first game.
Okay, it's Liverpool, Man City, right? Aston Villa, Spurs.
Oh, wow. So there's 4 teams in the top 4.
Yes.
So only Arsenal is the one
City plays first, then after that is immediately after that is Villa and Spurs.
Okay. So in a situation where if Man City or Liverpool wins, then they will take the lead, right?
Correct. And Arsenal play Wolves. So I would think that Arsenal should win.
Yep.
So if let's say if this happens, right?
Okay, if
Arsenal
Liverpool win, they'll be same with Arsenal, considering Arsenal wins.
Yes, correct.
If Man City wins, then they lead by 1.
They lead by 1.
Usual lah. Yeah.
Correct. Then if let's say Villa wins, Liverpool lose, and Arsenal win, right? Villa will go third.
Villa go third, right?
Villa go third. So yeah, Man United, we win or lose, everything like doesn't matter the difference, right? We will still be behind Aston Villa. So we will still be behind whoever, right? So for United, right, we got to do better lah. Yeah, bro. So that is it. Anything else before we close out this week's episode?
We gotta predict the score, right?
You wanna do it or you wanna do like for EPL only?
Isn't that EPL?
Yeah, but EPL this week international break, bro. Then next week.
Oh, I see. You don't want to predict now for the next game. Okay, we can do it then next week. Yeah.
We'll do it next week.
All right.
All right,
That's all for me,
everybody.
sir.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so with that, we conclude this week's episode of the Football Kaki. All right, so that is it for this week's episode of the Football Kaki, brought to you by the Chit Cheddar Podcast Network. Now, for those of you who are listening in, we just want to say thank you for your support, and we hope that you continue to support the Chit Cheddar and, of course, our other shows, which include the Kopi Bros every Monday, involving Paul, Midet, Brandon, Tin Yong, where they talk about different topics. I think this week's topic is, of course, Egyptian mythology. And on top of that, we have our weekly tournament on Instagram. We are voting for what, Paul? Are we voting for this week?
The 8 wonders of the world.
Yeah, so please go over to our Instagram page and vote for what you think is the greatest wonder
Andre
of the world.
Giant.
The ninth wonder of the world, bro.
They call him the 8 or 9.
The ninth wonder of the world.
Okay, yeah.
The ninth,
so it's 8, not 9. Yeah.
The 8 or 9, the ninth wonder of the world. Like so, I think for those of you, that's a wrestling thing. Me and Paul are wrestling fans, so we'll just leave it at that. Then, of course, if you like game shows, we have the SG draft every Friday involving both the Kopi Bros and the Football Kaki, where we draft about different topics and have fun while we do it. Last week, I was on the show and we were doing the superheroes draft. I do have some regrets about my picks, like we always do every other week. I haven't won in a while, but I hope to win soon. We come together and just draft about different topics. So we have a few fun ones lined up for the turn of the year, and we have a few that's coming up next year as well. So do keep a lookout for that. Before we go, we just want to say thank you for your support, and we hope that you continue to watch our videos. And of course, if you're new to the channel, we hope that you like and subscribe to us here at the Chit Chat Podcast Network. We've just reached 1,000 subscribers last week, and we are thankful for all your support throughout this past year. It's been a fun journey. It's been challenging, but we are enjoying the process with everybody as well. So with everybody here at the Football Kaki, from me and Paul, we just want to say thank you and bye-bye.
Chelsea.
See you all next week.